right. Hello, all of you wonderful people. It is your boy Rylionn, and joining me today is Noble, the 6'7" Greek god himself. Joining me today. How you doing today, Noble?
I am doing great. Thank you for asking, Rylionn. How have you been doing
Excellent.
today, by the way? You excited for this team gap match tonight?
I am beyond excited for tonight's match because it is the beginning of the final season, or of the final week, I'm sorry, for the regular season before we start playoffs, and then eventually end the spring split of the PCL, the first one of the year. I'm very excited for this. It's been a long 9 weeks so far. We've had a lot of gameplay, we've had a lot of great teams. And just when you think it can't get any better leading into the ninth week, we have tonight's matchup, which is going to be Donkey Punch versus Relinquished Renegades. And there's a few reasons why tonight is just super important. So, Relinquished Renegades right now in the standings for ending week number 8, they are in second place currently with 18 points. So they are locked in for playoffs essentially. They are not going anywhere, and I don't think if anything happens this week that they're not going to be in top 4. I think they are completely locked in. But on
Oh
the
yeah.
other end of the spectrum, we have Donkey Punch with 14 points, and they have to. They have to win today in order to be considered maybe, because then that would put him tied with counter target spell, um, to see if maybe they could even make it into playoffs. So it's really important match for them tonight, and I'm sure Relinquished Renegades is just relishing over that fact. They definitely want to, maintain at least second place, get that second seed going into playoffs here because they'll be versing, I believe it's seed 3 of Division 2 is who matches up with second seed of Division 1, if I'm not mistaken. I'll get
I
corrected on
believe so.
there. But yes, I'm just very excited for tonight's match. I mean, what are your thoughts going in tonight's match though? Second place and fifth place. Like Donkey Punch started off strong, but has kind of faltered a little bit. Do you think they can make it?
I think it'll be similar to what we saw. I believe it was last week with
Mm.
the end of was it our PCL tournament?
VCL.
VCL. Excuse me. Yeah. So I feel like Donkey Punch definitely is gonna put up a fight there for sure. But I feel like
Absolutely.
Relinquished might end up taking the win here for sure. And
Okay.
actually, we've moved into the draft here. It looks like we saw an Akali, a Vayne, and a Seraphine ban so far.
Absolutely. And while they continue this, let's go over the teams real quick for both sides. So on the blue side, we have Relinquished Renegades for game number 1 here. In the top lane, we have Grim. In the jungle, we have Talon. In the mid lane, we have Blue. We have ADC, it's IKB42. And for the support, we have our dog, I Hardcore. You all have seen him play before. You've actually seen him cast as well. So shout out to Hardcore for that. And then on the side of Donkey Punch, we have Carbon Platinum in the top lane, Lil Phoenix in the jungle, Shroud Abuser in the mid lane, Ra as the ADC, and then of course another fellow caster, Psych Out 40 as support. So we have a lot of good familiar players here. Like I said, we've seen them time and time again for the past 8 weeks, now leading into the ninth week here. And then to finalize the bans for Donkey Punch, they had Xin Zhao, and for the side of Relinquished, they had Poppy. So I definitely expected to see the Akali ban, obviously, from the side of Relinquished Renegades, because they don't want to give Shroud Abuser that, for obvious reasons. His name is Shroud Abuser, so definitely an Akali player there. And then, Blue as well, getting rid of the Seraphine and maybe the Orianna picks, those utility mid laners. Definitely don't want to give those out if you can. Vayne obviously is very focused onto Raw, and then Poppy there in the jungle with Lil Phoenix, because he was a menace just a few weeks ago with Poppy. It was a great job on bot lane there. But Relinquished Renegades also starting off with Nautilus as their first pick, and I'm going to be more than likely assuming that's going to go support. And we have the Morgana pick here. Now, this is a good flex because it could go mid. We have seen her a lot more, obviously, in the bot lane, and I can see Psych Out definitely being on the Morgana because he likes
Oh yeah.
those, Enchanter, Caster, plus the Spell Shield is the best counter to any of these hook type champions, so Nautilus, Blitzcrank, Thresh, people like that. So I can definitely see this being the support pick. But, starting off nice and calm, Warwick
Got a
now is going to
Warwick
be
pick too, yeah.
picked up by
Definitely a
Lil
strong
Phoenix.
jungler, for
And
sure.
I mean, on the side of Relinquished, I mean, you said that they were going to win. Did you say it was going to be a 2-1 game 3 all the way?
That's what I think, yeah. I definitely think it will be contested. That's for sure. I don't
Okay.
think it'll be a 2-0 for like the 3 points. I don't think that's gonna happen. We
Okay.
actually see the Zaya pick here. One of my
Ooh.
personal favorite ADCs, just because her overall flexible builds. You can go with Eclipse or Gale Force.
Mm.
Numerous different things work quite well on her. And then we also have the Gwen, who's a flexible mid and top laner. As well, she can be played jungle as well. Very strong champion, good into numerous different lanes, including anyone who has like ranged abilities. Very strong, good splitter, good fighter. Definitely not gonna want to 1v1 the Gwen, that's for sure. Looks like we
Right.
also have a Kaisa. Also can be considered quite a flexible pick here, in my opinion, because we've seen Kaisa mid. Kaisa has flexible build. She can get that Nashor's Tooth, get Ludens, do a lot of AP damage, or we can see the Kraken Slayer, stack Plasma on people, do just an absurd amount of damage on people. And
Yeah.
looks like the final bans are coming through here. We have a Zillion on the side of Donkey Punch, and they're going to be closing their bans off with a Shen ban as well. And on the side of Relinquished Renegades, we have the Silas ban, and they will be choosing their last ban here in a moment.
I like the focus on utility champions on the side of Donkey Punch, getting rid of those. Like Shen has great utility all over the map, post 6. The more the time goes on, the tankier he gets, the taunts are more effective, and the fatter the shields are. And then also following up with the Zillion, the Xin, Ori, and the Seraphine. I mean, all of them have great utility. Zin's able to knock everybody away, blocks auto attacks as well. Oriana brings everybody in, can shield, speed up. Seraphine with her encore. I mean, just I like the bans overall. They really want to focus on fighting and not getting as much utility. And then on Relinquish, though, they're banning a lot of those 1v1 champions. Akali, Vayne, Silas, Darius. They
Oh
definitely
yeah.
want to try to play more as a team. But like you mentioned with the Gwen pick, she can do the 1v3, or she could just do straight up, I'm just going to push the lane.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
no, she's definitely a menace to say the least, especially in the sidelines. And it looks like to counter that menace, we do have a Set locked in here, and he is quite strong. A Set is one of those good juggernaut bruisers.
Ooh.
They put in work, put in the hours, and definitely just anti-burst with his haymaker.
Mm,
Insane damage. Gwen comes up for his or for her snips, and if she throws her needles at him, that does a large amount of damage, especially if you get hit by the central snip.
right.
And Set can easily counter that with his W, but so can Gwen with her Hollowed Mist, or is it Sacred Mist? I'm not quite sure on which. But that Set's definitely gonna have to pick his placements with his W, that's for sure, if he wants to be winning these trades.
Absolutely. So in the top lane, with your expertise though, does this favor Gwen or Set overall in the matchup?
I believe it definitely favors Set just because of his overall like just control of the lane and how quickly he can turn the fights, especially if he does rush something such as like an X calling or something. Sure,
Okay.
he wants to get that Bork in right away. If he's going lethal tempo Set, gonna rush Bork and Triforce. If he's gonna go Conk Set, he's gonna be rushing Bork into Gore Drinker.
Mhm.
Um, just overall focus on that. Hex Drinker wouldn't be bad here in my opinion on the set, as they have changed how its shield does scale, since it now scales off of AD rather than health. As we saw, that's what it used to, as well as the Omnivamp that it gives. Definitely going to be nice to see on the set, as Omnivamp you can heal off of true damage. So overall, very nice to see. It looks like the final picks we have here are the Vigar and the Vex, as well as a Gragas here.
Yeah.
I'm definitely assuming the Gragas is jungle. Vex mid versus Vigar mid. Vex is fairly strong. I don't play mid a lot, but when I see her, she comes flying at you. Great roams. We will probably end up seeing a Predator here on the Vigar here, just to make up for his lack of mobility, and so he can get where he needs to be, get his primordial burst off, and do all
Absolutely.
that damage right away. Gonna be focusing on farming though for sure. I feel like he might end up getting camped by the Warwick, so he can end up getting that scaling a lot faster.
That is true. I can see that happening for sure. And a lot of the main thing that I see for the side of Relinquished Renegades is that they're very AP heavy. The Gwen, the Gragas, the Vex. So that might pose as a little bit of an issue if all their damage is mainly AP. Because they could build magic resist on the side of Doggy Punch. Warwick also has great suppression, along with the Morgana Black Shields as well, which is kind of targeted for AP damage. So I feel like Donkey Punch has a really good comp, including the infinite scaling with Vigar. So my
Oh yeah.
personal opinion for game number one, I'm going with Donkey Punch overall, and I did put points there, which are live. So definitely let us know your predictions as well. Drop your channel points. Let us know who you think is going to win game number one, Relinquished Renegades or Donkey Punch. But once again, you made a lot of really good points though with the constant split pushing from Gwen, and then of course Zaya is just a really broken ADC if you
Oh
don't
yeah.
play her, that often, if you don't go into her, because her ultimate, I forgot, it's escaping my mind right now, but, the untargetableness, she's able to hop out of Vigar cages, she's able to go ahead and dodge the Warwick ultimate if she's able to time it correctly, though, of course. But along with all of that, they also have this giant meat shield. This is Nautilus.
Oh yeah.
This
Well, the same with Gragas too, depending on what he builds.
exactly.
Usually you see like Everfrost on Gragas with Predator. So,
Mm-hmm.
he'll be moving in, locking people down. But what a lot of people haven't seen is a Turbo Chem tank on Gragas or Sunfire or even Frostfire. Tanky Gragas is really strong. He's a CC machine. He sits there in the fights and just absorbs the damage, especially with I believe it's his W. It gives him damage resistance overall, so he blocks oncoming damage to a percentage degree. So he'll be sitting in there, and he's really good for making tower dive plays here, especially since they have the Vex, the Nautilus, the Zaya. All of
Oh
them,
yeah.
they have a really good dive comp here because they can go under tower, and let's say the Zaya ends up taking aggro, she just has to use her ult, and it automatically loses tower aggro.
Yep.
So definitely something to look out here for the side on Donkey Punch.
Oh, you mean Relinquished Renegades?
Oh yeah, excuse me.
I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I mean, Donkey Punch, they also have a good, backline team as well. I mean, all it's really going to take is just Vigar hopping into the backline or Set going into the backline with his showstopper, because I believe that would put a stack automatically on whomever he's grabbing. That counts as CC, right? So Kaisa should be able to then ulti to that if she's within range, of course. Or if they ever want to roam up from the bot lane, if Morgana is able to hit a binding on anybody near the dragon, Kai'Sa's able to ulti in, or if they decide to go to mid lane, they can also follow up with the Vigar cage as well. So a lot of good positioning from both sides. I think it's to be an absolute banger. Like I said, I do favor the side of Donkey Punch a little bit more with their comp overall. But there is a reason why Relinquished Renegades is number 2 in this division. They've done a really good job. They had a really, not rough start, but slow start to the split overall. But over these last couple of weeks, from like week 4 onward, they have been absolutely killing it. And then in the other direction, Donkey Punch, they started pretty high up there. I thought they were going to be a constant number 1, number 2 team. Then of course, sitting on Ward shows up and it's just like, yeah, no, we got this. So they're number 1, but I thought they were going to be a constant number 2, and they just kind of fallen throughout the little remainder of the weeks here. But it's still going to be a great game. There's a lot riding on it. Once again, they have to win. They have to win. It's not they have to win 2-0. They have to win 2-1 at the very least. So every single game here, very detrimental. It's a best of 3.
Very important, yeah.
For the side of Donkey Punch, like we said, Relinquish is already locked in playoffs. Like, whether they get O2'd or anything like that, I'm pretty confident that they are completely locked in, because the only other matchup this week is, oh no, actually, they have 2 other matchups, I'm sorry. Shrimp Gang and Sitting on Wards, and then EBK versus Counter Target Spell. So, EBK and Counter Target Spell, along with Shrimp Gang with Sitting on Wards, I mean, those kind of favor specific teams here, like Counter Target Spell out of EBK, and then Sitting on Wards out of Shrimp Gang.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I
My
think that
two
Shrimp Gang
personal
will be.
favorite out of the split here.
Who? Which ones?
My personal favorite are the 2 that you've favored so far. I've enjoyed watching
Oh, okay.
Counter Target Spell and Sitting on Wards. I think both of them have had some very interesting games, to say the least. Definitely
Right.
enjoyed watching them play and just their team compositions overall.
Mm. That is very true, but this game is also going to be a banger, like we said. We still have a little bit more time left for the predictions as well, so let us know who you think is going to win game number 1 here. We are going to cut it, though, to a short break while we go ahead and get ready for the in-game delay and all that, so do not go anywhere because this is going to be round 9, Division 1, Donkey Punch versus Relinquished Renegades. Don't go anywhere. All right, hello, all of you wonderful, wonderful people. It is your boy Rylionn and Noble bringing you tonight's game, Round 9, Division 1, Relinquished Renegades versus Donkey Punch. And of course, our dog Wookie Monster is here in the background hosting. Thank you. Huge shout out to you for hosting tonight, my friend, and making everything look so good with the visuals. Shout out to Wookie Monster, you sexy beast. But this is going to be game 1 of the best of 3 series here. Relinquished Renegades will be on blue side. Donkey Punch will be on red side. We have some... Got blue stepping up a little bit. Shroud Abuser. I was like, yeah, might be getting the 3v1 action, but no. They're just...
We actually have the
down.
Gragas top, too. We have the Gwen jungle Gragas top. Definitely surprising. They definitely counterpicked the Gwen here by picking the set because he is so lane dominant. And Gragas is such a flexible champ, same with Gwen, as they can go in multiple lanes here. So that was definitely something to look out for. And I'm actually glad that we saw it. Definitely interested here. Gragas will be getting bullied, though, but he can definitely resist set at least a bit. When going in, he can just move in for the stun, W to get that resist, and then just head out after he procs his grasp W. So it looks like we might see the tank Gragas this game. Okay. I like that. Tank Gragas is always good. I don't know why my stuff is stuck on the bottom with question marks. There we go. Just reset it. All right, the flash, though, from Raw. Hardcore stepping up a little bit too hard. Here we go. The Ignite getting him back a little bit. And great poke back from Raw. And I would say that's going to be on the side of Donkey Punch, who was favored in that little skirmish there. IKB and Hardcore both getting poked down a little bit. But no, they are going to hit level 2 first. Hardcore does make them back off because he now has the dredge line and the slow as well. So, yep, they are going to allow that to crash into their tower. So, good moves overall from both sides. Yeah, definitely favored here on the side of Relinquished, though, in my opinion. As we see, a flash has been taken off of the Kaisa already, as well as the Ignite off of the Morgana.
Good indicator that you can hit a blind Q as well. And hold on one second. We have Lil Phoenix making his way to the mid lane here. Flash from Shroud Abuser, though, to go ahead and dodge at the Ignite. He's getting real low. Nice flash from both of them over the wall. Let's see. Lil Phoenix is not giving up just yet. He has the red and the blue. There goes the dash and the first blood on over to Lil Phoenix. Great pickup here. Let's see. We might be able to see a replay of that. Let's find out, though. But hold on one second. In the top lane, Carbon Platinum. Nice dash from Grim, but just a moment too late. And he is going to be the loser in that skirmish there, but team fights only. No worries. Got you. All right, here we go. Ooh. I thought that was going to be a good dredge line on him, too. I was like, hardcore.
Yeah, me too. You might see a dive here.
Yes, we shall. Still has the red and blue. Lil Phoenix is going to go ahead. Yep, dives right underneath there and takes the second kill of the game. Picked up by Warwick once again. IKB getting real low here. So is Raw. There goes the flash from Blackout and IKB. And he is going to get picked out, but Gwen is making her way to the bot lane here. Talon is going to force them into the cove. And yes, IKB picks up the first one. There goes the second kill and over to Talon, making it a 2-2. They said, don't worry, jungler, you can get 2 kills, but my ADC is at least going to get 1. So a little bit different here, so they have a lot to focus on between the jungle and the bot lane. I think Lil Phoenix will start making his way down to the bottom side as well later points in the game, but for right now, it'll be a little bit more difficult now that Xayah has that 101, because like you said, she is one of those tricky ADCs, and that rake is completely, I think, underestimated for the most part, you know?
Oh yeah, we see a Dirk actually picked up here on the Xayah as well.
He's going Eclipse, definitely. And hold on one moment. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I mean, it's just going to be 2 really big dudes punching each other. But Lil Phoenix making a return to top lane here. Hold on one second. Yeah, Grim has a ward, but I think it's going to be a moment too late. Already used the dash, though. He does have flash available, which he does use. There goes the fear. Nice dash through to go ahead and get him to back off. Oh, Grim gets pulled forward with a nice flash from Carbon. There goes the Haymaker. But no, unfortunately, not enough. The true damage, not broken enough just yet at level 4. So he does make it out of there alive. Doesn't have teleport and doesn't have flash. So, great job.
I believe he actually got out of there from his passive of whenever you cast a spell on Gragas, you heal.
Okay.
Because he casted his W as he was walking away, and I believe he actually healed enough off of that to not die from the Warwick and the set. So good move on him there. also getting that damage resist. So definitely some good plays going on here in top lane. We are starting to see a farm gap here in the top lane, though. Set is 12 CS ahead. Not a big lead, but enough for Set to come back to lane with a pickaxe. No Iron Spike Whip yet, but he could also be building into Pork. I doubt it, as he'd most likely have a Recursive Bow or a Vampiric Scepter if he was building into Pork first.
Okay, good point, good point. I mean, into the Gragas, you definitely want to be going Blade of the Ruined King because he's, like you said, a tankier feller. And then followed up, you think it was going to be the Gore Drinker, right?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on. The 4th gank now for Lil Phoenix on the map here. I mean, we're only 6 minutes in, and he's been in 2 lanes 2 different times, and he's gotten 2 kills as well. So, I mean, he's been very effective, you know, in these ganks here. And Hardcore doing a great job zoning out Raw and Psych out here. Even though they have the spell shield, they still have to be careful. Talon making his way. Yeah, here comes
Warwick.
Uh-oh.
It looks like.
Bot lane also roaming up here to go ahead and try to secure this dragon. They don't have any vision over it. There goes a ward over the wall, though. Psych out, pops the vision plant as well. But I think they're just going to give this one up. This is Cloud Drake as the first dragon, so not horrible. You know, giving that one up in my opinion. But let us see. Yep, blue team. There we go. Relinquished Renegades does take the first dragon of the game. So I do like that. And hold on one second.
Is it possible that we could get a view of the items?
Yeah, if you hit O to open and close it, it should refresh it in my...
yeah, there we go.
There we go, yeah. Open and close that bad boy. I'll get some items here. But yeah, for items, like you said, we have the Dirk here on the Xayah in the bot lane. We have 2 longswords only picked up by Raw, so a little bit of a damage differential here between the bot lane. And how many stacks have we got on Vigar on Shroud Abuser?
It looks like we have 50 Phenomenal Evil on him here at 7 minutes, 30 seconds.
Ooh, great spell shield, though, on to Psych out himself. There goes the rake back. Lil Phoenix making his way. Hardcore is now in a 4v1 situation. Shroud Abuser just for good measure. Raw picks up the kill, though. Overall, the binding, tried to sidestep, but no step back into it by accident, and Psych out actually picks up the kill on that one. And that is going to be 2 kills now picked up for the side of Donkey Punch, putting them ahead now slightly by about 1.6k gold. And now they have more kills across the team as well. So great job from Donkey Punch overall. Lil Phoenix is just everywhere this match. Absolutely everywhere.
Yeah, just overall, game looking very good so far. Definitely going to be having to be wary of those Warwick ganks for sure. He isn't going to Divine Sunder this game. I assume that's because of the nerfs on it. Just not as a strong item anymore as it was before.
Okay.
Maybe we'll see a Chem Tank on Warwick, or maybe in a Sunfire. Both very strong tank items overall. The sheer damage of Sunfire, nice to see. It's also nice to see how they changed the domination tree. They replaced I believe it was Ravenous Hunter, was it? With I believe it was a Treasure Hunter.
Yeah, I don't know all the new names. I barely knew all the old names of everything. So it's gonna take me a little bit to get adjusted. But yeah, with the new patch notes, it is a very different game, you know, moving forward, which I like. That's one thing I love about League of Legends. It's always changing it up, you know? It always keeps on your toes. And hold on, Talon making his way now to the top lane here. Carbon Platinum getting real low. There goes the ultimate, but hold on. He's going to get... Oh, there goes the Showstopper right into the Warwick ultimate as well. The Exploding Cascade pushes Carbon to safety, unfortunately. Now Little Phoenix is in trouble, though. He was there, the savior. Wow. Now he's the one, the damsel in distress. Good flash to get away. No deaths, unfortunately. That was really back and forth, but great job from Relinquished Renegades to counter the gank there from Lil Phoenix. So Gwen almost picking up a double kill, but unfortunately not.
There we go. Sorry, we're having a little bit of trouble on the Riot client.
That's all right. Hold on one second. Psych out, though. He always is getting picked up. It looks like, unfortunately, even though he has the spell shield. There goes the binding on the Hardcore. Now Hardcore's in trouble. 1 for 1. There goes the flash forward from Raw right into the melee range of Hardcore, unfortunately, and a nice double kill picked up by IKB42. Wow, that is not what he thought. I don't think he had a ward available, Psych Out or Raw, unfortunately, so he had to flash to try to pick up the kill, but like you said, got a little bit too close, but hold on 1 second. Vex is going to ultimate right into Little Phoenix and does not pick up the kill. Yes, he does. That slight delay there because the sustain is too good. Shroud Abuser now flashes forward. The Primordial Burst followed up by the Q, picks up the kill. Talon goes down. Now it is a 2v2 situation. Blue and Grim are split up though. Carbon and Shroud now make their way on over to Blue. He has the blue buff. Vigar does. Shroud Abuser. So he is going to be able to stay in lane now a little bit. He has to sustain. He knew Carbon was just lurking in the top side there. I don't know why he stepped up too much. There goes the flash forward right into the cage of Vigar. Shroud Abuser unfortunately doesn't get the burst damage. There goes the barrier and the flash. Or I'm sorry, not the barrier. Passive shield there. And the flash comes out from Blue. But yeah, crazy fights happening all over the place. They're completely even in kills, 5-5. Only 100 gold difference between both these teams, and only 1 dragon lead now on the side of Relinquished Renegades. So, insane.
Yeah, definitely seeing the interesting build path here. Was not expecting the tank Warwick, although I do like it. Definitely glad to see the Kim tank. I'm excited to see what the Gragas is going to pick up here. We also have the Everfrost completed on Vigar now, as well as the Eclipse completed on Xayah, so definitely a dangerous lane to be living in with the bot lane.
Agreed. And I wish I had my... I don't have the things anymore for the dragon timers. It all disappeared with the patch. It made me sad. But that's all right. And hold on 1 second. Yeah, Shroud Abuser not getting caught out, but no, he has a backup from the rest of his team here. Here goes the Exploding Cascade also. Grim doing a great job fighting Carbon in the top lane there. Not quite underneath tower. Mountain Drac now being fought in a 3v3. 4v3, IKB is coming up. Kaisa, I think, is a little bit too far, unfortunately. Raw now making his way down. Has the ultimate available. There goes the ultimate, but it doesn't matter. Hardcore is able to get him off. Relinquished Renegades picks up the kill on the Dragon as well. Huge team fight now. There goes the stopwatch picked up from Psych Out, but is it going to be enough? He does get away. No, he does not. The wake from IKB. Insane. Now Shroud finds himself in a 1v3 situation. There goes the Vex ultimate again. There goes the Fear, and Blue picks up the kill on Vigar. 4 deaths for just 1. Relinquished Renegades definitely comes out on top. And let's see if we can get a replay available for all of you wonderful folks there at home around that dragon. Relinquished Renegades end up getting 4 kills and the dragon pickup. That is huge. All right, let's go ahead and break it down for us, Noble. What happened in that fight here?
Well, as we see here in the fight, it looks to be some different stuff going on. Very interesting. We get some good cage and root CC action here from the Vigar. Directed cam moves us up to the top lane for a short time. But we do have some excellent zone work coming in from the Nautilus here.
Yes, sir.
And definitely a very nice engage onto the Vex from the Warwick. Overall, very good play, but the needlework actually does pick up a good amount of damage just on everyone overall here from Talon we see. And that, I think, is what overall ended the team fight just instantly. As well as we did get a really good Xayah ultimate in, and then the Shadow Surge from the Vex. Just very good plays. And yeah, off screen, we missed it here. The set was actually able to take out the Gragas in lane for a nice solo kill. And looking at Set's build path here, it looks like he'll be rushing Hullbreaker as he has a Phage and a Pickaxe. Yep, there we go. We got Merc Treads and a Hullbreaker there on the Set, as well as a nice control ward. Get that vision up, because they definitely need to start taking some of those objectives for sure.
Yes, sir. And going back to that replay, I think one of the biggest factors there as well was Hardcore's patience. He was waiting out Lil Phoenix engage there, the ultimate coming out. He definitely knew once the Infinite Duress held him in place, all he had to do was hook him, so he knew it wasn't going to be that much damage on whomever he did jump onto. And then from there, they had the remainder of the CC chains to go ahead, kill him, secure the dragon, and then do the nice turnaround there. And yeah, it looked good for Shroud Abuser for a little bit. He did a nice job staying in like the little focal point there, but it was just too much damage coming in from IKB, like you said, with the ultimate, the rake back. It was just too grand. And hold on 1 second, we have a 2v1 now in the top lane. Carbon, look at this set, is so strong, but Gwen is a little bit stronger. The Haymaker is going to go through, but no, it is not going to be enough, and Grim picks up the kill. That is the revenge he wanted right now. And Talon there is going to get really low. And hold on 1 second. There goes the belly bounce from Greg. Flashes forward. Jordan dodges and picks up the kill. Oh, that was insane. Great job from Lil Phoenix reading the situation. Takes down Talon. Has the red and blue buff. But hold on. Grim's not going to allow him to walk away just that easily. Doesn't have the exploding cast to stop him from escaping. And he does get out of there. 1 for 1 overall in that
very good plays here for sure.
Exchange. That was insane. Oh, hold on. Nautilus, though. Great job from Hardcore. He's not going to stop him at all.
He's not going to risk getting stopped, so he's just going to move back to safety, take it back. We actually have 3 topside here. Very interesting. They're definitely wanting to suppress that set, prevent him from splitting, because Gragas can only do so much damage now. As we saw, he was getting harassed until the Gwen came in. And I think Set could have won that fight if Gwen didn't have the Sacred Mist up. As it completely blocked Set's Haymaker damage. Just overall, very good counterplay by pressing 1 button, you know?
I feel like that's just Riot's calling card. And hold on 1 second, Psych out though, looking to get a little bit of vision. Unfortunately gets caught out himself. Carbon Platinum is running to help. It is a 3v2 situation right now. IKB doing some serious damage from the backline. There goes the Showstopper right in front of IKB's face. Unfortunately, down goes Hardcore. So now it's a 2v3 situation. Not in Relinquished Renegade's favor. There's a double kill picked up in the top side before Carbon died, unfortunately. Blue does pick up the kill also onto Lil Phoenix. There goes the stopwatch picked up from Shroud Abuser. Double kill picked up now by Blue. The exploding cast to stop him. Oh, flashes out of Vex's ultimate. Just get out of there in the nick of time. They do return a little bit of damage, but no, Grim is going to back off. That was insane. A double kill picked up by Carbon, even though he was down. No, I'm sorry. Double kill picked up on Carbon from Talon. My apologies. Other way around.
Do we have a replay for that fight here to see some of the good plays here?
The camera even picked it up enough effectively, if I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, because we had some very good maneuvering here. Getting out of Vex's Shadow Surge range, just barely. The Morgana with the flash. Very nice put together. Looks like we actually have a teleport coming in from the Vigor. Definitely want to contest this drag.
Hardcore looking alone though. Nice pop over the wall. Oh, great ultimate comes in from Nautilus. Red team's going to secure the dragon. That's their first dragon. It's an Infernal Drake. Huge, but Lil Phoenix is going to sacrifice his life for the steal. Double kill now goes on over to IKB. They're going to try to run out Donkey Punch for the remainder of their jungle. I don't think Vigor can make it out of there. They're not going to continue the chase because they have the blasting cone, so they do end up getting the dragon.
Might get a rift
3
here.
kills. Oh, yeah, the second rift of the game could be picked up. That would
definitely something good to secure, especially against that set. You know, you don't want the set to end up getting a late game rift with a Hull Breaker. It looks like he will be going Triforce this game. We do have a Triforce Conch set, I believe. Maybe he'll be going Stride Breaker too. I do like Stride Breaker, not on set, not anymore, since it doesn't give you that gap close that it used to give. Not my favorite item. I do happen to like it on Darius. I started playing it a bit here. And personally, I thought it was pretty good. Looks like we might end up seeing another team fight here soon. Warwick was actually ready to jump through the wall, it looks like. How
many Vigors?
Looks like they're gonna back off.
Yeah.
What are we looking like for the infinite scaling Vigor so far, Noble?
Oh, here it looks like we have 154 Phenomenal Evil, bringing Vigor to a whopping 276 AP. But it looks like he's not rushing Death Cap second. It looks like he'll be rushing possibly an Hourglass. We don't really know, as he just has a Amplifying Tome at the moment.
Oh. Grim unfortunately trying to get some minions here in the top lane, having to use the exploding cast to get Carbon off of him. Does have a little bit, like you said, the health regen and the passive whenever he uses an ability gains a percentage of health back. So he has some sustain.
We'll see.
Teleport
picked up
is available. Oh, I thought he was
we'll
back.
See Gragas grab one.
What else could he possibly pick up if not the Sunfire? I mean, Fire Gauntlet maybe. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Lots of stuff happening here. Psych out taking a lot of minion aggro. Oh, the Primordial Burst getting Blue down to just 2% health, but no. Does not have enough AP yet. to go ahead and one-shot. Raw getting poked down heavily by IKB in the bottom lane here, and Grim also getting poked
dived here.
heavily underneath tower. They're up by 6 kills, and you cannot guess from what is happening here over the past, like, 45 seconds.
Oh my goodness.
Like,
Yeah.
Donkey Punch doing a phenomenal job, like, just getting some poke down, doing everything. You know, of course, IKB on the side of Relinquished Renegades is doing all the poking on bot lane, but Carbon Platinum in top and Lil Phoenix in the jungle have just been doing work. Same thing with Shroud Abuser. You know, I just don't think they've gotten enough love from Lil Phoenix into the bot lane, so they are kind of lacking a little bit thereof. But, you know, I'm sure they figured out very quickly, like, yeah, we'll play weak side, stick with Set, stick with Vigar, they have more scaling, they'll be better for us, at least later in game. And yeah, he did pick up a Kraken though, so I'm glad about that.
Gragas actually didn't pick up his mythic yet, instead bought a Kindle gem and a cloth armor here. Definitely surprised about that. I say Gragas built Sunfire because he picked up the Aegis of the Legion, which builds into Sunfire, Aegis, and Gargoyles.
Oh, got you. Okay.
I think it also builds into Locket of the Iron Solari. I'm not quite sure, as I don't play bot lane that often.
Aegis does, I believe. Yeah, the shield does build into the Locket of the Iron Solari.
Alright,
I don't think he's gonna pick that up.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna pick it up either, I'm gonna be honest with you. Definitely gonna be seeing that Sunfire. Very good synergy with the Resolve tree, as, you know, he picks up Conditioning, and he picks up, well, obviously I'm not sure if he has Demolish, Font of Life. I don't think he'd have Shield Bash. I mean, it could work. It looks like he might be picking up a Fimbulwinter next, but not so sure if he'd be opting in for a Shield Bash there. So most likely a Font of Life or a Demolish. Looks like he did finally pick up the Sunfire Aegis here, and he'll be pathing towards a Fimbulwinter for his second item. Set, split pushing in the bot lane, but he's going to back up because he doesn't quite have enough vision to know if he's safe to go forward anymore.
Yeah, definitely not. He could see Nautilus clearing out the wards there. They know the Dragon's going to be up within the next couple of seconds. Oh, Raw's going to get picked off by Blue the Assassin there. Oh, that's kind of huge right before this really important Dragon. It is an Infernal Drake. This is going to be their soul point, possibly. Talon now focuses on the Carbon. IKB picks up the kill, though. Shroud Abuser in the backline, though. He finds himself in a 5v1, and they are turning. So this is going to be a 3v5 now for the Infernal Drake. Lil Phoenix could sacrifice himself. Again, I mean, he's already kamikazed it a couple of times, but no, the DPS is too strong on the side of Relinquished Renegades right now, and they do secure the third dragon. They are on soul point now.
They actually might be pathing up towards Baron here, forcing a Baron fight, possibly. I don't think it's a wise decision, personally.
I agree.
No, they're all just going to take it back, but it looks like there's going to be a siege here in the mid lane. They're going to take one tower. Gwen cannot do anything. Actually, Gwen's on their team. Excuse me. I was about to say, I was like, I don't think Gwen can do anything here. And I was like, wait a minute, she's just clearing jungle. Overall, liking the item builds. But yeah, the Gragas pick, definitely for that utility and safety in the top lane. He's a very good blind pick, to say the least, for top lane. As, you know, just his overall utility of not dying is pretty helpful, especially the synergy with a really good dive comp, as he can take aggro and sit there and soak damage.
Right. Oh, Psych out.
Ooh,
Huge
nice
chunk of damage getting put onto him here. Alright, I mean, oh, alright, good binding once again, barely missing the hook there. Lil Phoenix, though, is going to be focusing that top lane. Almost gets soloed by the tower. Should have waited a few moments for the minions to pop up, so now he's forced to back instead of continuing the push, because all 5 members are there, but no, they're backing as well, so never mind. Vex making her way on over to top lane to start clearing that, but yeah, I mean, in this circumstance right now, if I'm on the side of Donkey Punch, you just need to be getting Vigar these stacks.
Oh yeah, you need to be keeping him alive, letting him farm up. Definitely would be questioning him on still not building into Rabdons, as he has another amplifying tome. You know, if I was on the team with him, I'd definitely be asking him, hey man, you know, you might want to get that second Gotta get that death cap second, man. Or third, if you need that survivability from Hourglass, get a third, but... Yeah, the death cap overall, like, a core piece of his kit, as, you know, it just... The sheer amount of AP he gets off of it, you know, every minion kill gives him, like, 2 more AP than it would before.
Right.
When he farms it with his Q, you know. He definitely wants to focus on getting that phenomenal evil, but... The death cap just helps scale him so much better, so you can have a more flexible build after you get that death cap.
Right.
You know, you could, I've seen people build, you know, gargoyles or tankier, so they grab like a, not an Everfrost, what is it? Frozen Heart is the item.
Yeah.
You know, building tankier so they don't
Ooh,
die.
there we go. Shroud Abuser, hold on 1 second, is getting IKB underneath tower, but IKB pops the ultimate and still doesn't die. Picks up the kill onto Raw. That's insane. Doesn't have the collector just yet, so he doesn't have enough damage, but Psychow is not going to possibly get picked out. Misses the ultimate, unfortunately, but no. Down goes Little Phoenix. Psychow is just going to get picked off onto the back lane automatically. Seth's pushing onto the bot lane here with... Gragas meeting him as well, but Lil Phoenix now on the run for his life in this 3v1. He is not going to make it out. Blue is going to pick up the second kill there onto Warwick, and now 3 members down. They could make a push for Baron, but they are choosing then to take the top tier second tower, and then maybe make the move to Baron.
They might actually be able to take a T3 here, because they do have Nautilus, and I think he will have Demolish up in time. Let's see if we can view his Demolish. We cannot. Nope, they are not going to go for the T3 here, but Set trying to put in the work, but he can't in the bot lane here. Gragas just sitting there.
He got just 1 tower.
The wave. Oh yeah, he got. I thought he got the tower a bit earlier. I don't
no,
think
he literally just got in that skirmish, I think. Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. I think you're right. I thought he just got it like 45 seconds ago.
Wait, you could be right on that. Yeah, it was about a minute ago. You're right.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me about that.
No. I'm sorry.
Looks like we have seen the Stride Breaker get picked up here on the set. But overall, you know, he's not really chasing.
I know you want that vision score, my friend, but you cannot be stepping up like that. That is a one-shot from Blue. Oh, and just like that, returns the favor on to IKB as well. Another huge shutdown picked up by Shroud Abuser. The Primordial Burst still in his back pocket, though, just in case. Hardcore getting real low here. Shroud Abuser just poking from the back line. Nice showstopper. Grim getting real low. Talon now focusing on to Shroud Abuser as well. Does Carbon Platinum have the damage? It looks like he does, but he does have the Blasting Cone. No! Isn't able to make it in time. 3 members down to just 4. 2v1. Can Talon pick it up? She is pretty bursty right now, and has the Rift Maker. Here comes Shroud Abuser popping the Zonias. Is it gonna be enough? Oh, Talon pops him like a balloon with those scissors. Carbon now in the 1v1. The Haymaker and the Grid is too big. Pops it. Isn't gonna be enough. No! Talon finally picks up the team gap ace. No, not quite. Psychout just got up. Only member left. I mean, she does have the smite because she is the jungler. Let's see if maybe we can get a lucky pool, or is this going to be the Infernal Soul for the side of Relinquished? There goes the binding. There goes the ignite as well. No, they are going to go ahead and pick it up. Nice pickup from Talon here, and then on the Psychout they go. Not quite a team gap ace just yet. Little Phoenix is there. This is just one long continued 5-minute fight. No replays for this. She's gonna dash over the tower here. I don't think Little Phoenix should follow. The rest of Relinquished Renegades is up as well. Wow, what an extended fight. I would say let's get the replay, but we don't have a 20-minute replay timer for that. So, I mean, great job overall from both teams. Doing work. Shroud Abuser staying in the back line, poking down as much as possible. Not having to use Primordial Burst off rip. Raw actually getting the kill on that's fine. On IKB. That was just so much back and forth. I apologize.
Yeah, definitely an unfortunate turn of events here. We saw some anchor pings on the in the team chat as well. Definitely saw some question marks getting thrown out.
Relinquished getting a lot of DPS here, and there goes Vex onto the back line, but the binding's gonna come through from Psychout as well. Does get picked up, but the rest of Relinquished Renegades does have the Baron. It was a good sacrifice. Zones out the rest of them. Little Phoenix stepping up a little bit too far, though. Now that they have Baron and Infernal Soul, they definitely don't want to be fighting this. Infernal Soul's forever, but Baron's for like 2 minutes, so...
Yep. Look at the Xayah build. She has the X calling, the QSS. She has 3 items now, got Eclipse, We got Muramana and we got LDR rolling up, so definitely just incredible damage on everyone overall.
Absolutely incredible. And only 2 deaths so far for IKB. Like, that's pretty impressive. There goes the ultimate on the Warwick in the back line. Rob pops a shield to get a little bit closer and ends up getting the kill, though, or Lil Phoenix ends up falling. I apologize to IKB. And now they're looking real low. Grim has forced the flash onto the back low. There goes the ultimate from IKB. There goes the root as well. Doesn't hit any members, unfortunately, with the root, but a lot of damage still spread all the way throughout. And, I mean, Donkey Punch is really low right now. It's still a 5-man squad on the side of Relinquished Renegades. Shroud Abuser trying to gain, or flank from the side, my apologies. No, isn't able to pick up anything.
Yeah, definitely, I feel like Hullbreaker here on set, definitely not the move, as his team already from the start wasn't doing so well early on. And the decision to take Stridebreaker definitely wouldn't have suggested to go Hullbreaker in this particular matchup, just as he definitely needed to be fixated with his team, as the Gragas could just stop him and the set didn't have Demolish, so there was nothing he could really do for the splitting. He could get a little bit of splitting off to a degree, but not so sure that it was significant enough that he needed the Hullbreaker in this point.
Talon making his way over into Lil Phoenix. Phoenix's jungle has to ulti out of there to get to safety. The Infinite Duress is not going to be up for another 70 seconds now. So they have the Baron. The tier 3 towers are now all in danger, because they can just split push with Baron. No, Baron just ran out right now. Oh my god, the Vex ultimate right onto the back line. Ra is just not safe at all. These are these single target things that Vex in general just thrives off of. She's a great assassin. And there goes Talon just poking down that tower like no one's business. Shroud of Bees are forced to pop the Zonias. And there goes another ultimate from Vex to just line onto the back line. I mean, Relinquished Renegades are absolutely just demolishing it right now. 4 members down from the side of Donkey Punch. And I think this is going to be the beginning of the end of game number 1 here. They still have Baron. I thought it was gone, but I was mistaken. They still have the Baron empowered minions. There goes the second mid lane inhib as well. And yeah, one Nexus tower is going to fall, then second one's going to be close behind. Lil Phoenix trying to do what he can, but no, IKB is going to pick that up, and it looks like, yes, game number 1 is going to be secured by Relinquished Renegades. What a great game to start off the series between these two. Like you said,
man, yeah,
they could win this,
interesting,
but it's not going to be easy under any circumstance. So,
oh yeah, they're definitely going to have to put up a good fight here for second go around. I feel like we'll definitely be seeing that Gwen ban and that Vex ban, because the Vex just cleaned up, but so did the Xayah. The Xayah was insane in lane.
yeah.
She picked up that lead. She started with a longsword, I believe, and with that lead, first back, got a Dirk, and just dominated the lane. It was insane. She set up the Gwen, 2 kills right off the bat, gave Gwen a lead, and sure, the Warwick was fed, but he was tanky, so he didn't really have as strong bruiser capabilities as he normally does. If he would have picked up like a Gore Drinker or a Triforce, something like that, definitely would have been better on him for sure, in my opinion, as definitely would have been able to have that long-term survivability in a team fight with that Omnivamp and the Gore Drinker whip charge that heals you for a percentage of every champion hit.
Yep.
Definitely would have liked to see that there.
Yeah. There's a lot of differences that are a lot of things they could have and should have changed on the side of Donkey Punch. And like we said, mental reset is a big component of the team gap, just environment in general. But let's go ahead. We're going to cut it to a small little intermission while we get ready for game number 2 here. Round 1 of best of 3 already going on over to Relinquished Renegades here. Let's see if they can close it out 2-0, or will they fall here? We'll find out in just the next few minutes. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. right, hello and welcome back, all of you wonderful, wonderful people. It is your boy Rylionn, and Noble tonight is going to be joining me for the color commentating, and of course Wookie in the background with the amazing graphics and setups here, production. Oh, I love it, and I hope you guys love all the upgrades as well.
Oh yeah, I think they look great.
Oh, banger. Seriously, dude. Phenomenal. You're God. But getting back into the series here, 1-0 right now. Relinquished Renegades over Donkey Punch. It was a really close game in the beginning. Like, they were just neck and neck, going back and forth. But then just one additional straw that broke the camel's back. It's just that they weren't able to secure those dragons early on. And then they were able to get one, Donkey Punch. But really, they just... I don't know. I don't know what happened. They didn't allow the Vygar to scale as heavily. I think it might have been, like you said, a little bit of an item pathing issue.
Oh
Because you
yeah.
said on the set it was a little bit rough. On the Vygar it looked a little bit rough. And then of course Raw was 2-8 at the ending of the series, so he wasn't really able to build as many items as you saw IKB had. Lord Doms had Quicksilver, had this, that, the Eclipse,
Yeah,
had
X
like 3 completed
calling,
items.
just
Yeah,
all of that. There's just so much
everything.
different item diff in my opinion.
Absolutely. And let's see here. Let's see. Draft number 2 should be beginning shortly. Here
Let
we
me pull
are.
that up. There we go.
All right, yeah, and we are underway. And like you said, there is probably going to be a few differences to the draft comparative to last game. Now, there are some major important ones like Relinquished Renegades, Focus, the Akali, the Vayne, and the Poppy round 1. For
Oh
Donkey
yeah.
Punch, it was Gwen, Orianna, and Xin. So, I'm
There's
sorry,
the
not
Gwen
Gwen.
ban.
Not Gwen.
Seraphine, I believe.
Seraphine. Thank you. And yes, here's the Gwen ban. Yeah, definitely much needed. And I think, like you also stated, Vex.
Yeah, Gwen, Vex, and
Seraphine can't do what
Xayah, in
Vex
my
can do.
opinion.
Yeah.
Very just overall, like Xayah gets that lead, gets that Dirk, man. If you don't have a tank support, not gonna be looking so good.
No, no, definitely not. But no, they are actually opting in for the Seraphine instead. I mean, Vex was the assassin. She was just literally one-shotting. Once she had the ultimate on you, that was it. If you were anything below like 1500 health or lower, you were getting instantly annihilated.
Oh yeah.
Uh, so, but they decided to go with the Seraphine again. It's the same 3 bands from Relinquished Renegades. They're Akali, Vayne, Poppy.
Have
They're
we
not...
seen Relinquished Seraphine show often? I only remember I think seeing it one time.
I don't know all of the matchups like for blue, but I think it was not just blue, but hardcore, I believe, also used Seraphine. So it's not just the mid lane, but I believe also like hardcore was able to very effectively utilize Seraphine in the early weeks, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe they've been practicing it a lot recently. Who knows? In scrims, I mean. So maybe they've gone up against it and was like, yeah, we're just getting rid of this.
Yeah.
But
Looks like
Nautilus
we'll
picked
have
up again. Yep,
Xayah
and
locked in here.
oh
Definitely enjoying those not enchanters. What's the word? Mage supports. Excuse me. I don't know why
yeah,
I
those
forgot that.
bursty. I mean, Zyra could go mid as well.
Yeah.
Probably not. We've seen her more in the bot side, than
Very
anything.
strong bot lane too. Oh, it looks like they're actually gonna
Oh,
steal the Xayah here.
okay.
Definitely a fun comp to have. Definitely love having a Xayah support. One of my friends actually mains Xayah. Definitely just good Leandries damage too. You get that Leandries, you get Demonic Embrace. That burn does like half the ADC health sometimes, and it's like, oh, that's scary, man.
They just
Not
traded
something you'd expect.
ADCs.
Oh yeah, they did do the ADC swap here, but they do have the Nautilus. The Nautilus was very proficient in his job, and I
Absolutely.
think he did it great. Definitely some great hooks. Obviously, the Morg definitely kept the ADC safe from the Naut early on until they did pick up Zaya did pick up that kill, and that definitely just gave him that lead, man. That Dirk hurts. And ooh, we got a Hecarim locked in, but we have a Jax. Hecarim actually got nerfed as of the most recent patch, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not quite sure what they nerfed on him. I'll have to reread that. I know they also nerfed Tryndamere, because he was just insane, getting
He
his
probably
ult
still
so
is.
fast. Yeah,
Doesn't
he's still
matter.
he's still
Doesn't
strong.
matter. He's just
Yeah, he
built
is just
different. I hate him.
I hate
He
him too.
he's just
Looks like
so
we got the Vex ban here.
Okay, yeah, they definitely pulled out the Vex and the Ori. So those are the two utility champs that they decided to opt in for this one. Before it was Zillion, and Ori, and then Seraphine as the three mid lane bans. But now they decided to get rid of the Zillion there and opt in for the Vex. Can't blame them.
Oh yeah.
Cannot
Definitely
blame them.
looking forward to seeing the top lane gameplay. Definitely gonna look to see what we'll find there. I love seeing the Jax. Me personally, laning against Jax, I hate him. He's horrible to go against. I hate him. He's so annoying. Just such a strong 1v1 champion, especially when he power spikes with Sheen or Vampiric Scepter.
Right.
We'll definitely be seeing a lethal tempo Jax, maybe a rushed with Bork and Triforce. Or,
Oh.
definitely not, I feel like he won't go Divine Sunder just because it's not as good as a bruiser item as it was. We do have the Malphite here, so
Mm-hmm.
definitely, guessing that's a Malphite mid. It could be a Malphite top and a Jax jungle, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Lil Phoenix is. I could see him playing Jax definitely. The ganking potential, like we saw in the Warwick, all day
Oh,
long.
yeah.
Now he doesn't have to wait for one ability to go ahead and do a stun. He just needs two. So I
We
like
got the
that.
Shen here. I
It's just
think
gonna
they're
be a
predicting that it
battle of the
could have
gods.
been a Jax top, so they'll lock in the Shen. Shen overall, similar champ to Jax, except different build path. Shen more of a CC tank, you know, that taunt, very strong.
Hmm?
Shen's always in the center of fights. Same with Jax, you know, they both have I think it's Warrior's Haven and Jax's Counter
Oh.
Strike. Um, Very similar. Oh, we do have the Shanko
Oh.
here. I'm assuming he's the jungler. So we have
Uh,
a Malphite mid Jax top here. And, oh, wait, no.
what?
A Victor. Oh, so it, hmm.
Echo?
I
So
think
it
they're
is.
still deciding if they want to do the lane swap or not.
Nah, this is definitely gonna be their mid lane pick overall.
Ooh, the
Aurelion
Aurelion Soul. I
Soul.
love to see it.
Oh my
That's one of
god.
my favorite mid laners.
Oh my
And
god.
she's going against a Syndra here. Very strong burst champ, you know. Just
Uh-huh.
overall, insane damage, especially once she gets that Ludens, gets that extra bit of burst from, I'm not too sure what the passive on Ludens is, the passive damage that it does. But overall, very strong team comp here. We got the Jax who can, once again, you know, similar to what Set did last game, we saw him trying to split push. Jax can do that, but can do it better. Uh,
Okay.
Overall, very strong. We'll probably see a Lethal Tempo or Conk Jax with a Resolve Tree second. We'll see probably Overgrowth Conditioning or maybe a Demolish as well.
Right.
Um, definitely looking forward to seeing it as the early game trades here. Shen does have good grasp Q trades, but Jax just can ignore those with his Counter Strike and his Empowerment and his Leap. Overall, Shen is favored, I believe, 1 through 3. But Jax just scales. Once he grabs some items, he's stronger than Shen.
Okay. I mean, that's fair enough. I mean, like, you are the top lane guru in this circumstance, my friend. I definitely trust you. You probably see this matchup more than 1,000,000,000 times that you've played League of Legends over the course of the years. And, I mean, who would you rather be in this situation? The Shen or the Malphite?
Um, well, I know how to play Shen. I have played Malphite once. I went like 0 and 7 on him because I built AP Malphite and failed horribly, and I didn't play Malphite again after that. It is the Jax jungle, so our ideas have
Yep.
been secured here.
Yep.
So definitely going to be an interesting lane here. I'm not too sure that it's Shen favored as much as it's just equal now, as Malphite's definitely, you know, team fight champ. As we saw in last week's tournament games, we saw that the Malphite, you know, suffering if he wasn't in the team fight, but if he was in the team fight, then the team just flourished overall.
Absolutely.
Uh, but we see the Shen here. Shen doesn't actually have to leave lane. If Malphite does stop his ult, that could be what Shen wants. Shen could ult in the middle of the lane, and Malphite will choose to unstoppable force the Shen, just so he doesn't leave lane. But Stand United shield will still apply to the champion. So overall, it could be of use. It is situationally good, but overall here, definitely loving the Aurelion Soul. You know, I never see him
So,
played. He's my favorite mid laner. He's so fun to use. You know, super mobile.
mm,
Um, I love seeing Aurelion Soul. That's just what I gotta say. The
yeah,
I honestly, I'm not too sure who I favor. I
really.
feel like Donkey Punch wins the scaling match. Though Syndra is very good scaler, same with Kaisa. But you know, we got the Zaya, the Zyra as well, the Aurelion Soul, the Jax, and the Malphite. So we can just see numerous amounts of like you know, just different carries here. Definitely going to be fixated again on the Zaya, try to get that early lead. She won't be nearly as strong as we saw last game, though, as there's a tank in the bot lane this time.
Point. I mean, she does do really good DPS overall, so I don't think she's going to be building an Eclipse this time. I
Oh, yeah.
mean, I would be building a Kraken Slayer only because you're going into a Shen, a Hecarim, and a Nautilus. Three really
Yeah.
tanky players. And I
I
would expect
personally like
Kaisa to be
the
doing the same
Gale
thing.
Force. I
Gale
think a Gale
Force?
Force here would be pretty good. You know, avoid the as a I can't remember what Nautilus's hook is, but you know, stay out of the Shen taunt. I think it's Twilight Assault is what it's called. You know, Hecarim's Fear, just all of that. You know, there's so much different abilities that you have to dodge here, or you just die. So
Right.
we'll definitely be seeing some sort of maybe even a cleanse this game wouldn't be bad. You know,
Right.
cleanse, Kraken, or even a Gale Force. Quite
Mhm.
possibly even just a QSS like we did see last game.
Absolutely. And well, with that, we do have predictions live, so do drop your channel points. Is Relinquished Renegades going to take this 2-0 and just close this thing out? And just squash Donkey Punch's dreams of making it to playoffs? Or will Donkey Punch actually make it back, do the reverse sweep 2-1, and then it's a tiebreaker at that point with CTS. But do not go anywhere. We're going to go to a short intermission before we start game number 2. And thank you. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, all of you wonderful, wonderful people. It is your boy Rylionn and Noble for the game 2 of 3. Relinquished Renegades leads the series right now 1-0 over Donkey Punch. And then, of course, our wonderful host and production manager, Wookie Monster. Huge shout out once again. Those screens are just so clutch, man. I love
Oh
this.
yeah, they look
I love it.
awesome. Oh, we have a drag timer this time too. Not on my screen, but I see here on the prompt screen we do. So that's
Really?
excellent. So I'll definitely have to be checking there. We got the Baron and the drag timers in the top left and right corner, looking beautiful. Yeah, just loving the new screen and hyped for this new game here. We got the longsword start in the bot lane on both sides. The C pot on the A soul here. Let's see if he has let's check his runes real quick. Does he have the inspiration? He does. He has time warp and skip delivery. And it looks like we'll have a little bit of poking here in the mid lane. Rylionn Soul started his Q. I am not quite sure what it is. I think it's Star Search is the name of the ability.
That's where he travels with it.
No. It does stun. The travel is his E, and that's its own ability. Now he can press Q and E at the same time, or he can Q after he E's. Ooh, we have the Shockblade Shen skin. Love it. Very nice skin. Sorry, I really want that skin. I plan on getting it. It looks awesome.
Ooh, good sidestep from Ryan. All right, no, it is a nice skin. I do like that one a lot. Shockblade, Shen, and Zed, I think, are pretty clutch skins overall. The Shockblade series.
Zed? I
Yeah.
haven't seen that yet. I'll have to take a look. Oh, man.
Ooh, nice stun, but huge damage taken. Shroud Abuser is getting poked down quite heavily, mainly by autos. Blue is just stepping up and autoing, and here comes the taunt coming in from Grin. Hits that level 2 power spike over Carbon, who is now having to play really defensively comparative to last game when he was set. So he's gotta be a little bit more you know, questionable on these engages. He does not have the same capabilities he did last time.
Yeah, Hazel losing the trades here in the mid lane, pretty bad. Makes sense though. We'll definitely be seeing some excellent roams here from the Hazel. I hope. I think he has some great ganking potential overall. Oh yeah, here we go.
Here we go. Oh, nice. Gets the pushback on the little Phoenix, so the stun does not come through. Didn't even have to burn flash that time. Way to stay calm, cool, and collected, Blue. Huge win for Blue in that circumstance.
We've seen the Ignite actually was popped last time we saw a poke down go in the bot lane by the Zyra, actually. And overall, not any sums besides the Ignite and the Smites, obviously, have been used so far. So, getting up here, we have about 1:30 before our drag comes up, it looks like. Maybe a bit less, as there could be a slight delay with the screen for me. But,
oh, another great pushback. Blue is just playing the timing game so well, and nice engage here comes from Hardcore on the Psych Out. Focus now on to Raw. There goes the heal, comes in from IKB just to go and get that speed buff, but Hardcore getting pretty low there. Psych Out doing a phenomenal job with the damages, misses the plant, unfortunately, and a huge gank now from Shroud and from Lil Phoenix. Picked up the first blood on Lil Phoenix. Hardcore, though, takes down Raw and flashes away, but he is probably going to get picked off here. There goes the flash from Psych Out to root him into place and does pick up the kill. No assist given to Lil Phoenix, unfortunately, but still, great job overall. 2 kills picked up on the side of Donkey Punch.
We do have a nice rune set here on the A-Soul. Unfortunately, I don't believe we will see a treasure hunter this game. Actually, we do. We have a treasure hunter, which is the new rune, if you did not know. It has replaced Legend, not Legend Omnivamp. It's Ravenous Hunter, I believe. And basically, when you obtain a kill, you get a gold stack. I believe it scales up to 150 bonus gold. I'm not quite sure if that's correct or not, as I'm not quite sure how the rune works just yet.
That's pretty cool.
It is quite interesting, yeah. We'll definitely be seeing that here on anyone who can get a good early lead. I feel like that bonus gold early helps you just scale into the mid game even faster, and it makes you stronger. Definitely something you'll see on a Lee Sin. I'd say, you know, just any early game, really good bullies overall.
Very true. And speaking of bullies, Blue is doing a great job of bullying Shroud Abuser in lane here. Just zoning him out with the autos, dancing around the little orbs there, but nice pushback, gets the stun as well. Also hits level 5. There goes the Ignite, forces Shroud to flash. Isn't going to die just yet, but if he takes too many of those Qs, he will.
Oh, yeah.
All right, there we go. Does back on off. Like you said, he has the Corruption Potion. The flash code underneath tower does pick up the kill overall, but does give the death as well. Great job from Blue to pick up the kill.
Here,
yeah.
Definitely a way to turn it around with the moving indoor abilities and trying to hit a stun there. Definitely getting that 1-for-1 trade. Blue also might not have wanted to give the kill to Jax, as Jax is running lethal tempo here and is a force to be reckoned with for sure. Especially when he picks up that Bork and Triforce. Very scary champion overall, just...
Nice roam from Psycho though onto the top lane to trap in Talon there. Kaisa is trying to help out, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Yep, Lil Phoenix does fall, unfortunately. Psycho is there, but no, he's going to be taken out by Hardcore. Raw not making it up. Neither was Shroud Abuser. Now it's going to be a 1v4 situation for Shroud. Has to pop the plant. Is it going to be enough? He's just dancing back and forth. Oh, the dredge line misses barely from Hardcore. But, oh wow, almost 3 kills picked up for the side of Relinquished Renegades, but they do end up getting Lil Phoenix and Psych out. Makes their way down to the first dragon, which was an Infernal Drake, and they do secure that, and it will be a Ocean Drake up next. Nice roams, but unfortunately just so much damage.
Very successful stand united here from the Shen, turning that fight in the river that saved the Hecarim, and not only did it save him, it turned that fight overall.
Arvin doing some damage though. I know he normally you would see like Grasping Undying, but he opted in for the Arcane comment to get the extra early damage on the Qs. Grim, on the other hand though, did opt in for the Grasp, so overall I think the longevity of the game, Grim's going to be in favor, especially in these trades, because he's just going to get tankier and tankier and do more damage, while that, see, the Q just gets absorbed, Comet doesn't really, it resets every, what, like 45 seconds, so a little bit unfortunate.
I think the reset on it is dependent on...
Oh, hold on 1 second. Blue, though, diving underneath tower again. The Ignite goes off, but no. Ultimate comes through. I forgot what that was called. It is Unleashed Power. And yeah, that's just all she wrote. Great assassin pick. This is what we saw on the Vex. Like, I forgot that Syndra was even there. Like, I was like, oh, Orianna's taken. You know, blah, blah, blah is taken. But no, oh, the green flash over Carbon's unstoppable force. So, wasn't able to hit that, unfortunately. But it doesn't matter. He's doing some serious damage of his own. The grass procs, though, comes in with the 1-2 slap. Grim Reaper, just like Will Smith to Chris Rock, gets the kill on to Grim 2-0 and 1. Too soon? What? How much time?
I thought that was funny. I think it was good. Yeah, it's too bad that the Asol got tower dived there. He recast his Star Surge a bit too early, so he couldn't get the stun off. I feel like he might have survived that dive if he was able to get that Star Surge off.
Oh, flash forward though from Hardcore to get the root here onto Shroud. Blue is right behind him. Does not have Unleashed Power, I'm sorry. Has Ignite available though, just in case. Lil Phoenix doing work though onto Grim. The Onslaught of Shadows just barely too late. Picks up the kill. Lil Phoenix does. Shroud Abuser now on the run for his life, but Blue is going to go ahead and get the kill. Lil Phoenix, nice jump onto Carbon Platinum, but Talon is not going to get out of there. Just yet until he does something. Carbon Platinum doing a lot of damage, so Hardcore making his way up there. There goes the Dredge line. Lil Phoenix now in trouble, but it's a 2v1. They're both extremely low. Talon can't do anything. Onslaught of Shadows is not available, nor is the Ghost. Lil Phoenix picks up not one, but 2 kills. I think Talon should have left there. Unfortunately, did not.
Yeah, I
and Lil
agree,
Phoenix
man.
4-1 now.
Like,
oh
the
my
Jax
goodness.
has Sheen. You do not want to be fighting him when he gets those stacks up, man. His passive stacks, which,
Bluey now making his way, I'm sorry, just Blue into the top lane here. Nice Shen ultimate, and there goes the Unleashed Power, the taunt to hold him in place. And Shen does pick up the kill. Great job on Grim. Shroud Abuser now, and Lil Phoenix trying to pinch Grim here. Does have Blue as backup, but she is pretty low, so I don't know if they are going to want to stick around that much longer. Just like they saw last time that they didn't really go their way.
Definitely would be advising a Dark Seal, or maybe even a Magi's here on the side of Blue here. Because Blue's definitely been securing those kills, you know. She's confirmed that she is definitely dangerous. And overall, you know, just grabbing those dark shield stacks, getting so much stronger.
Random poll. Would you rather have a 4-1 Jax or a 3-1 Syndra?
Well, you know those AP champs, man, you know,
Yeah.
they're really strong, as we've seen already. Like, the Jax is strong. I feel like the Jax might even be stronger, though, depending on what he builds. He built Divine Sunder here, so I definitely favor the Syndra over the Jax. Personally, as, you know, Divine Sunder, just not as strong as it was. Sure, it's a Sheen item, but Triforce, just overall better Sheen item right now.
Okay.
And I feel like if you went Triforce, overall it's just so much better. Triforce is ooh, wait a minute.
Oh, yeah. Shroud getting some serious damage, though. Getting pinched, but Talon is on the top side here. Gonna gank down Hardcore with a nice gank as well. Low Phoenix might get caught in the middle. There goes the ultimate from Low Phoenix. Hardcore does get taken down. Shroud Abuser has no mana left to help Low Phoenix. He is gonna die, unfortunately. That's gonna be 1 for each side. Low Phoenix for Hardcore. I think that was well worth it. Now Shroud Abuser waiting out, but IKB has other plans. Does the ultimate over the wall, but is gonna get picked down by Raw. Insane damage. Pickups the kill, though, onto Psychow. Carbon Platinum trying to, I don't even know what on earth he's doing down there, but gets killed immediately by Talon and Blue there. Shroud Abuser is gonna make it out onto the back line there. There goes Psychow with a nice binding shutdown picked up by Raw. So that is gonna be the first kill now for Raw. And yeah, that puts them in a good position to pick up Ocean Drake.
Might see a Eclipse here too on the Xayah, which is something you and I both thought would not happen this game either.
Same. Yep, agreed.
But Xayah opting in to grab the Dirk as well as the Vampiric Scepter here. Malphite actually going to teleport bot tower for this team fight. I'm not sure if he will make it in time. I feel like it was a waste.
Yeah, he should have gone to top.
Yeah, Shen is just gonna beat the crap out of his tower. Sure, Shen isn't the best splitter, but he can still do damage to tower, especially since he has Frostfire, you know?
Yep, Carbon. Might try to make a play here in the mid lane while he's here. Unstoppable Force is not available, so I don't know what he thought with the teleport, but Lil Phoenix is going to engage, though. The stun is going to land. Nice binding from Psychow. Picks up the kill on Lil Phoenix.
Nice. Yeah,
alright,
Jax, definitely scary here, but once again, my opinion would be Triforce and Bork, because that incredible attack speed, plus lethal tempo, plus relentless assault, which if you don't know, it's Jax passive, as well as, I believe it's Grandmaster's Might is Jax's ultimate, which increases his, I believe it increases his attack speed. Actually, it might not, I'm not too sure. I know it makes his attacks do a lot more damage for sure, though.
Yeah, the passive is every third attack does an additional 100 magic damage, and when he activates it, it gives him 58 armor and 30 magic resist. So he just gets his resolve is strengthened, it says.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, definitely would have suggested opting in for, you know, that Triforce Bork combination. You know, it stacks with lethal tempo and is passive. He almost has full lethal tempo, Triforce, and passive stacks within a second or so once he has all those items completed. But he has a long sword, so we can't decide just yet on what he's building. Though I feel like it will be a Bork second item. Don't think he'll be opting in for Sterix, as it is a garbage item right now for bruisers, in my opinion.
I would say Mauve Moraltis before Sterix Gauge because of the Syndra burst. So it can at least help with that. Here. Oh, hold on 1 second. Nice, we have a dual engage, so Hardcore goes in onto the back line. But now, a follow-up onslaught of Shadows, Unstoppable Force. Everyone's popping their ultimates left and right like it's candy right now. Airborne, Blue gets the kill onto Raw. Very nice. Jax picks up the kill onto Psychow. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, on Hardcore, I apologize. Talon is the only member left now in that 3v3 situation. And yeah, 2 for 3 overall. Relinquished Renegades comes out on top. Very nice.
Yep, definitely not wanting to get that Hecarim fed, that's for sure. Though he was nerfed, you know, he's still a damage doer. It looks like Hecarim will be going I'm not too sure actually. He has a chain vest, but he also has a cloth armor. I was thinking Death Dance at first, but then I was like, wait, chain vest also builds into Dead Man's, you know, movement characters such as Hecarim would benefit highly off of Dead Man's. So I feel like that's what he'll be going here second. Oh, yeah, you were correct there with the Maw item. for the Jax here. He picked up Hex Drinker, so very good. Ooh, we got a
Oh, hold on one
here.
second. Hardcore getting absolutely caught out there. Very nice pickup from Little Phoenix and the rest of Donkey Punch, picking up the kill there. And yeah, nothing available objective-wise. Minute 45 till Dragon, 4:20 till Baron.
Nice.
So, haha, clutch. I think they planned that out.
For sure. We actually have a rush here of, is that Crystal Scepter? That is, Rylyonn's Crystal Scepter here. And, we see that rushed here on the A-Soul. Interesting, item rush, in my opinion. For utility, definitely would have advised, something else. I like the Mythics here on the AP champs. I think they're fairly strong here, like a Luden's or even a...
Hold on one second. Psycho getting poked out by Talon. He is going to go ahead and 1v3 in the situation. IKB sitting in the back line. Onslaught of Shadows misses completely, unfortunately. He did flash over the wall. Maybe he didn't think that. Carbon now getting poked out. Does have Unstoppable Force available, but is holding on to it for the time being. The rest of the members, though, on their bot lane, making it a 2v2 situation. Jax can't block that. Ability, though, can only block auto attacks with that, and Grim is going to take the first kill. Carbon Platinum now getting caught out with the taunt. Talon's going to pick up the kill, though, on to Malphite. Great knock-up on to Raw to get the third kill here. That's going to be the ultimate dot popped in from IKB for 4. Shadowbees are now the only member left for the side of Donkey Punch right before this Dragon and Baron are up. And no, they are going to go ahead and let him live. Back off from there, but that is... They were so close. They were evened up. And they were just too spread out in that circumstance. And yeah, Jax has his blocking. He has the E, but he cannot block abilities. And he took the full brunt force of Unleashed Power there.
I believe Jax's Counter-Strike, I thought it reduces the amount of abilities by a slight amount. Let me check. Yes, taking 25% less damage from a area of effect abilities.
Yes, sir. It was definitely not the move I think that they were trying to make, especially around a mountain dragon, because this will be the soul of the game. And they have the Malphite. They have, you know, that's the only tank that they really have. So Malphite really needs as much resistance as
yeah, for sure.
They got Shen, Hecarim, Nautilus. They don't want to be giving these up to Relinquished Renegades just for free.
Yeah,
here comes the Ghostblade popped in. I'm sorry, the Chemtech popped up from Talon, but the knock up from, I believe, Zyra it was, but yeah, not enough to hold them back. Hardcore picks up the kill onto Little Phoenix as well. Trying to abuse her, trying to do what he can with the stars onto the bot lane there, but no, just gets taken out. 1 for 4, and this is exactly how we just saw it last time. They're just running it into a Relinquished Renegades. Nice taunt underneath tower. Now he's just showing off. Grim is here just tanking the tower hits. 1, 2, 3 tower hits, and they are going to take down the Mountain Dragon here, putting them at the second one of the game overall. They're just messing with them now.
Yeah,
like, they're just extending this lead just tremendously.
The directed cam did an ace so dirty with that. He was just sitting there by the wall with the stars, man. And it was like, run! What are you doing? And he just got destroyed. It was not a sight that I wanted to see.
No, yeah. I don't think he wanted to be a part of that either.
Looks like we'll be confirming, hopefully, the second rift of the game. But it looks like we have a Zyra walking up towards it, grabbing the vision. Will it be enough? Will Jax react in time?
He is still pretty strong. Hardcore, not quite tanky Nautilus just yet, though. If he tries to step up, he will get burst. No, they're going to back off.
Give it up, too. Wow. Yeah. Quite a interesting choice here by avoiding the rift, but also Rune set here on the Jax. He took Treasure Hunter. I like Treasure Hunter. I think it's cool. I don't know much about it, so I can't decide quite yet.
Right.
But, sorry, I was expecting us to get into a fight here.
Yeah.
I personally think Resolve would have been a better secondary with conditioning and overgrowth here on the Jax. As, Yeah,
he's just gonna ward
overall, you know, Jax is a bruiser.
Oh, goodness. Bluey just... if he would have gotten the full combo and then the electrocute procced off, like, oh, I'm sorry, he wouldn't summon Ari, never mind. So, yeah, if he would have gotten the full combo there, that would have been an Unleashed Power and an instant death for Shot Abuser.
Still, no Dark Seal.
No. That is kind of surprising. Maybe with the 2 deaths he didn't want to. Onslaught of Shadows followed up by the Kaisa ultimate as well. IKB doing a phenomenal job onto the backline there. IKB also flashing over the wall along with Grim showing up with the Stand United as well. Hardcore though getting poked down quite heavily. Little Phoenix doing exactly what Jax's need to do. Grim also hopping onto the backline. Carbon getting real low. Does get poked down. Little Phoenix doing work though. Takes down IKB. Talon is next up onto the map. Focus is now on the Grim. Raw trying to do what he can. Blue making his way up there. Unleash Tower not available, and he does go down. Blue, oh my god, with Grim, just so much damage. Like you were saying, I'd rather have the Fed Syndra over the Fed Jackson. This is a clear reason as to why. Hold on 1 second. Grim actually catches Raw, does stop the back. Unfortunately, I don't think Raw has it in her to go ahead and beat it, and no, she does not. That's going to be 3 members down now for the side of Donkey Punch. And yeah, just these team fights are not going their way. And all right, let's go ahead and take a look at the replay though of that fight and break it down for us, Noble. What happened?
Well, as you can see here, we got really good engage here from the Jax initially, getting some good picks with the Xayah. But there was a slight overextension, and that is what cost Hecarim his life here. But Shen, just overall very strong, is going to end up getting some kills here. Got a good taunt as well.
Yeah, it was a crazy match. Draw doing a great job positioning themselves. It was just the follow-up flash from Lil Phoenix as well over the wall, really what did them in. So it was the overextension, I think, from the side of Donkey Punch that led to their downfall overall. They need to learn to just take the wins and then leave from there. Rather than trying to go ahead and get a ace overall, because I don't think it's going to happen. And hold on 1 second, Talon doing a nice job of getting the engage onto Shroud Abuser, but the ultimate from Shroud is going to push him back there just to save him a little bit of time to get into tower range. But hold on 1 second, Blue is in their jungle as well. Oh my god! Instant death. There goes the Onslaught of Shadows onto Shroud Abuser. Follow up with IKB ultimate onto the background as well. They are spread out all over the place. Donkey Punch cannot do anything. Great knockup from Hardcore. And here comes the follow-up ultimate Stand United from Shen. Blue just standing behind the walls doing some serious damage. That is going to be 4 members down. And a team gap ace picked up from Blue. Great positioning from the side of Relinquished Renegades. They are not letting up at all. They said, Donkey Punch, you had your chance. You had 9 weeks to make it into the top 4, but we are shutting you down. It's not for business, my friends.
Hey man, the Shen Gaming reminds you of someone you know. As we saw a couple weeks ago, some Shen gameplay here. We got the 9-1 Shen. Very strong overall.
Oh man, I know that you're trying to save your tower, but with the Rift Herald being popped as well, Shroud, you're gonna need to play in these team fights. Your team needs you. Oh, and a big shutdown picked up from Psycho. I know we only just got to see the last little bit there, but still, hella impressive by Psycho picking up a huge shutdown. 1,000 gold goes on over to him, so he might be able to pick up a little bit more damage for his team overall. You know, he's doing a great job. Has the Leandries, so he's doing a great job with the tanks, but I don't know, man.
She's actually picking up a Shadow Flame second. I believe that's what Hextech Alternator mixed with a needlessly large rod builds into. So that's going to be good utility against Shen's, you know, Q shield, or not his Q shield, but just his passive shield, as well as his shielding that his allies receive from his ultimate. You know, Nautilus's W gives shield.
All right. Dragon getting real low. I apologize to cut you off there. No, that's going to be it. Now the focus is onto Lil Phoenix here. There goes the Kaisa damage coming through. Hardcore trying to fend off the remainder of his team, though, and nice unstoppable force, but Hardcore is still alive. Great turnaround from Relinquished Renegades to take down Raw. Now goes on to Lil Phoenix and Carbon. Oh, Lil Phoenix trying to do what he could, but no, does fall, unfortunately, and down goes Shroud Abuser Psych the only member left, because he was picked up early, made it late to the fight. It's gonna slap Hardcore. Oh, so 1 kill at least getting picked up by Psych out here, but let's go ahead. Yeah, let's see a replay of the action there. All going on over to Relinquished Renegades, and there goes the Raken, as you can clearly tell from Raw. So the taunt's gonna be popped, and Lil Phoenix goes onto the background. Wait, this is the previous replay.
Yeah, this is the previous replay here.
That's okay. Still a great look though.
There we
And
go.
now let's go ahead and make it to this replay. Yeah, so the positioning around the dragon, they've already popped it. It's getting super low. Lil Phoenix is getting zoned out, as you can clearly tell here, by just Grim by himself. Hardcore zoning out the other two single-handedly. Now the focus is on the Lil Phoenix, because he's the biggest threat. Hardcore getting as close as he can to his team. There goes the Unstoppable Force. Hits two people, unfortunately. Does not have the follow-up damage because Raw can't follow up as well. They're not Kaisa. There goes Carbon Platinum getting real low, as he has nothing, no defenses, and down he goes. As you can clearly tell, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it was almost the A's picked up by Psych Out.
No, we missed the part where Nautilus died. For the
Yeah,
plant.
what the hell
That
was
was
the
funny.
call?
Oh,
Yes.
that was gold. Actually, we just saw some off cam. I didn't know this. I just watched not Lysandra. What is her name?
Oh, hold on one second. Lil Phoenix, though, making his way on over to Hardcore. Nice jump. There's the damage that you were talking about earlier, but that Sunderer is doing work along with the Wits End. Lil Phoenix, though, is going to go ahead and give up his life. He's blocking all the auto attacks. There goes the Onslaught of Shadows. Does finally take him down. Great job. Talon now getting poked down heavily, but they're all bunched up. The Unstoppable Force onto the backline. Shroud Abuser takes down IKB. That's insane. Psych Out does get taken down by the Shen and the Syndra. Bluey is just so heavy right now. So much damage comes in. Double stun on Shroud Abuser and Carbon. Now the remainder of Relinquished Renegades is going to take them down in a team gap ace. The third one of the game. 42-23. And they have mid lane available, like open. They could at least get the in-hit, but no. They're going to want to poke down the towers and try to get all the way down to at least tier 3 for top lane.
Oh my goodness. 42-23 here, but we are actually gonna take a look here at the most recent replay for this team fight. Let's get a little transition for that team fight. That was a very nice team fight that we did just have here. As we can see the Jax, you know, jumping up onto the knot, securing that kill, but the I'm not too sure. The Hecarim ult moving in, getting a nice fear, as well as the Unstoppable Force, getting a nice airborne. Rylionn Soul is able to secure a kill, but it's not enough to take out the Shen, man. The Shen is fed. He is strong, and he is mean.
Yeah,
And same here
it's
with the
just...
Syndra.
It's such good looks from both sides, because like Lil Phoenix did a great job of engaging, but just being able to stay alive long enough with a sliver of health there for Kaisa to go ahead and follow up and then do what she needed to do to then turn around and get Lil Phoenix another death there. And hold on, Lil Phoenix is not safe within his own jungle. Poor man does do the ward hop, but the Onslaught of Shadows follows through along with Hardcore's ultimate. They used a lot, but it's totally worth it. Depth charge is not going to be available for just a few moments. Great hook, threading the needle around Carbon Platinum, forcing to use the Unstoppable Force. Double kill picked up by Talon. 15-2 on Hecarim, 12-3 on Syndra, 12-1 on Shen. I mean, these are just unbelievable numbers in 28 minutes right now.
Game here too. I'm not sure if the Rylionn Soul and the Malphite can hold it off for 12 seconds.
No, they cannot. There goes IKB. They're going to Killer Instinct to the back line. The tier 1 Nexus Tower falls. Shroud Abuser stops them for just a moment, but it's not going to be enough. Raw is up here, but no. Game number 2 for the overall victory of the series. Picked up by Relinquished Renegades, shutting out Donkey Punch's hopes and dreams for making it into for playoffs. They completely crushed it. As you can clearly tell how focused we were onto the game there.
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
that was like
wow.
Spot.
Absolutely phenomenal gameplay coming in from both teams. I mean, Donkey Punch, like they look so good in the beginning of these games, and then there's just a focal point, one bad team fight, and then they just try to make up for it by doing another team fight, and then another team fight, and they just got into 3 back-to-back team fights within like a 5-minute period.
Oh yeah.
Literally lost every single one of them. Maybe picked up 1 kill in each of them, maybe. And then, I mean, 1 for 15 or 3 for 15 overall. If you do get 1 kill per team fight, that is not how you win games, unfortunately. And Relinquished Renegades just securing the 2-0, definitely locking in their spot for second place here, while ending round 9 for the regular season of PCL. I mean, great job. Not good. Great job from Relinquished Renegades there. Absolutely. And
Yeah, so let's go ahead. We will definitely have our MVP vote as well. Who are you giving the MVP vote to
Syndra.
for
Syndra
Syndra?
just 100%. I loved watching the Shen though. Shen was awesome. Did beautiful. Love Shen. Love you guys. Cause man, the Shen just my I love top lane. Shen is a champ I enjoy playing. Definitely in my like top 4, top 5 champ pool, you know?
Hmm.
And he showed off too, you know, he went I'm not quite sure how many kills he had, but I'm pretty sure he was like 11-1
Who?
game.
Shen?
I believe so. Yes, the
12 and
Shen.
1 actually. 12, 1
12
and
and 1.
14.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just the insane, you know, tank doing damage, you know, making moves, getting money, and just overall destroyed in lane here. We do have our MVP vote up now, so if you had a particular favorite, go ahead and vote for them on the side of Relinquished here, and we'll take them in here in a few. Our winning MVP here.
I
But
personally am gonna go with Talon actually.
really,
Talon did a great job ganking as Lil Phoenix was ganking a whole bunch game number one. I mean a whole bunch game number one. And first game, you know, on the Warwick, I'm sorry, not on the Warwick, on the Gwen, you know, they're not able to have as much ganking potential as Warwick does right in the very beginning. They don't have all their abilities. They don't have the sustain. They have nothing. So you're forced to stay into the jungle, farm up, do what you need to do. Afterwards, is I think that was the tipping point. You know, definitely, I would say you know, Zaya and Vex were the two MVPs of game number one, but I think Talon just did such a pivotal role of setting them up, at least providing the pressure when Little Phoenix was just in ganking lanes. He was securing objectives. He was securing the dragons. He was doing a great job just focusing
oh
on the
yeah,
map as a whole, and he was letting his lanes do, you know, not suffer because obviously they won game one and game two,
yeah,
but he believed in his teammates enough to just say, you know what, I know you're going to be alone for a little bit. Hold out a little bit longer. Let me get some items. Let me get some abilities, and then we can go ahead and start messing them up. And they did just that. And then, of course, as we
yeah.
saw with the Hecarim in game number two, fantastic timing on the onslaught of shadows. 15, 2, and 12. So many ganks, so much objective control. I mean, they did a phenomenal job game number two. 27 kill participation, the most out of anybody on the team, including the support, who only had 24. So I just think that they did a fantastic job, and they're my MVP vote. But we want to hear what you guys think. Oh, you guys are ridiculous in this chat. I hate you so much. Asking for a friend. No. Oh, you guys make me laugh, but it looks like most of you agree. Actually, Talon
Talon,
with
wow.
5 MVP votes so far. We still have a few moments left. We've seen some crazier things happen, and there can be more than one MVP vote. So I think Grim also is it Grim or Grime? I should have asked that and clarified, but I think Grim did a fantastic job.
I think
It is
Grim
Grim.
sounds
Okay,
cooler.
it does. You know, Grim. But Talon is gonna lock
Talon's
in
gonna
the
win. Yep.
MVP. Ending week number 9 as MVP. I mean, it doesn't get any better. That's a huge confident boost going straight into playoffs, in my opinion. But we'll go ahead, wait a little bit here while we get the MVP dragged into the call. And yeah, okay. So
Oh really?
actually, we're passing the torch. He's like, you know what? I'm humbled that you all believe in me enough to be MVP, but he's actually passing the torch on over to IKB. So IKB is going to be the interim winner. He's going to give the Oscar speech for
Oh.
Talon overall. Hi, IKB. How you doing?
What's up? How are you
Not
guys?
Good. How
doing
are you?
well, doing well. How are you feeling? Ending week number 9 on a win, securing spot number 2, C2 into playoffs. I mean, I'm sure you're pretty happy with
Yeah,
this result.
I'm pretty happy the way we played this week. We've been improving like as a team, so for sure. Definitely
Absolutely.
want to shout out Talon for that game or both games actually. He was very consistent in both of them for sure.
Uh, But I mean, your whole team was consistent. Blue
Oh
did a
yeah,
Yeah,
you guys were
definitely.
fantastic job
phenomenal.
in the mid lane. Vex, game one, just assassinating people, just a blink of
True.
an eye. I mean, you did a great job like holding Raw down in lane, and then Blue just followed up and just made sure after lane that they were not doing anything. So you guys did a great job tag teaming and just destroying Raw
Yeah.
completely. But yeah, and your focus, you know, you picked Kaisa game number 2.
Was it just in spite because they picked it game number 1 and they picked
Yeah,
yours?
it was BM. It was definitely BM. No, I think Kai'Sa's really good. I think the problem there was like we saw the like Xayah and Zyra, and it's a really
Mhm.
strong 2v2 lane. So I was like, look, we want to engage, but we want to go for like a mid game, or like and push around the map and get objectives. And I think Kai'Sa Nautilus is really good at roaming and doing that. So
That's true.
like I said, we just sack the lane and kind of go from there.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely worked out. I kind of could tell that it was out of spite. I was like, all right, they just switched ADCs into game number 2. This is just so it'd be like, okay, let me show you how Kai'Sa really gets played. And
Yeah,
I
but
mean, you did fantastic. You followed up on your ultis all the time, and it made it really easy. With the onslaught of shadows from Hecarim, Nautilus as well with the Dredgeline and the what's the depth charge. So great follow up. And Blue, I mean, Blue was like the icing of your cake overall as a team. Just literally locking down mid lane 100%, 1v2ing sometimes all the way around. I mean, your synergy as a team, fantastic. And now that you've locked in Division 2 here and you're going I'm sorry, Seed 2, you're going to be versing the other division for the first time ever. What's your are you guys nervous at all cuz obviously you've
honest,
probably seen them, but you've never versed them
I
yet.
don't know how it works, to be honest. The bro's the one who kind of communicates that to us. That's hardcore. But yeah, I'm excited to play people. So
You said Division 1, Division 2, Division A, B, C, I don't really care, just bring them on.
diamond is just like silver with a shiny border. Like it's literally you can't literally tell the difference in the loading screen, bro.
I'm gonna have that written down somewhere. Diamond is just silver with a shiny border.
Yeah.
IKB. I love that. Okay. I mean, Noble, any comments that you want to have? I mean, like you said, you definitely are a top lane, strategy here. I mean, anything you want to comment on, or ask
uh,
IKB here?
I thought everything did great. You were the Xayah, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, you did phenomenal as Xayah. That was insane. You
I was
know, you
I
got
was
that lead
laughing.
and you just stuck with it. You didn't lose it.
I've been doing pretty well in game ones, but when it comes to the MVP, but for game two, I've been really slacking or playing weak side. But thank you for
Wow.
the compliments. I want to shout out Ro though, because Ro actually played really well today, and like his Nautilus was on point. Like in lane, he was really decisive, and he did a good job.
Yeah, hardcore is amazing. I mean, very consistent on the Nautilus. Primus, if you're watching, this is how you play Nautilus, my friend. This is how you lock down things. I'm just kidding. I love you, my friend. You,
Wow,
you
the
do great all
smack
on your own.
talk.
No, he knows I love him. But no, seriously, great job overall as a win, just locking in. I know you don't feel bad because it's like this is just purely business, but Donkey Punch is no longer able to qualify for playoffs, so you completely squashed that. You've locked in seed number 2 here. Out of everybody though, including the other side, who are you most looking forward to playing? Out
I
of
want
everybody.
a rematch from game or from our week one we played. I forget. I just remember the Vladimir. I'm scarred. The names. Hold on. I gotta look in my server. If I know what the name was.
Week 1. I
Week
can
week
find that
one.
real quick.
Oh no, it was just Shrimp Gang or Sitting on Words. Which one was? Yeah, Shrimp Gang. Shrimp Gang was they were kind of smurfing. Like their
Oh
Alistar
yeah.
was like the love child of Faker and Core JJ, and like there it was. I want a rematch. I've been able to coach Row some, so I can we can not a big support gap this game. Hopefully this series.
Alright, understandable. I can see the grudge there. I mean, you guys lost 2-1. You had a bye week 1, and then I
Oh
think
yeah,
week
that's
2 was your first official match.
that's
But
who it was.
I know who you meant. Yeah, Shrimp
It was
Gang
on
did
stream
take
too.
that.
We got dismantled. I want a redemption.
It could have been cast or curse, though. I mean, Wookie and I are notorious for that, So don't take it too personally. But I think you'll get the matchup against them again. Shrimp Gang, they did. Oh no, they're not in it anymore. I apologize. No, you won't get that, unfortunately.
Oh,
But
sad.
yeah, it's
Sad.
okay. You can
I'm
just take
over
that
it.
frustration out on
I'm
sitting on wards or across the map. How about that?
who were they?
They're
Exactly.
the first place of
Exactly.
both.
We don't know who they. Yeah, let's see.
Oh,
So first
wow.
place, last place, I don't care. I'm on this riff. He's just holding a huge cigar in his mouth. I feel you. I understand. Y'all can't see his camera, but I can. And I mean, let's go ahead. We're gonna pretty much close it out here tonight, though. Any farewells, shout outs, anybody that you want to say thank you to here tonight, other than of course us?
I want to
I'm just
thank
kidding.
you to my top laner for being like very consistent and ulting me and peeling for me, like because nobody else does. Talon definitely doesn't. Definitely want to shout out to Talon for carrying on his own, and I want to shout out for Blue for just like one-shotting people for no reason. Like I don't understand it. Like
Built
and my
different.
support
And
for running
one-shotting
it down
people.
and making life difficult for me. I want to.
Yeah, that happens.
I'm
For
playing.
no 21 assists,
He
my
was
friend.
huge. He was huge today.
It was completely built different. I want to go ahead and thank Wookie for tonight's production. Phenomenal production
Oh,
tonight, man.
beautiful screen.
Oh,
Also, just everything looking great.
if you
Oh
didn't
yeah,
see it,
you guys just
IKB,
the
you
broadcast.
should, man.
I caught like the after the spectator delay. Like I'd turn on after the game, so it was pretty sweet. So yeah, no, great job, great quality, improving for sure.
Yes, that is
Wait
all
to see.
Wookie. He is the genius behind the production right now, and very good job. Huge shout out to him. But yes, tonight's winners 2-0 Relinquished Renegades over Donkey Punch locks in C2 before playoffs begin. I believe next week. If not next week, then the following. But we'll figure that out shortly. I'm your boy Rylionn, joining me tonight. Noble here, and once again, production hosting tonight is Wookie Monster, the man himself. Thank you very much, everybody. We'll see you next time. Do we have a game set up for Friday? Let me double check here. Actually, I apologize. Gave you guys a little bit of a
I
cliffhanger.
believe we do.
Yes, Ventures versus X Rising. This is going to be just as a banger of a matchup and equally as important for, I believe Ventures is the one that really needs this one. So definitely tune in for that. That's going to be tomorrow. And
I'll
not sure who's
definitely
casting
watch it
that
instead of
yet.
LCS.
Oh, bet.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
for
gonna be
sure.
better than the LCS. Actually,
Better than the
tag us in
LCS.
the LCS chat, and
I'll do that. I'll get
we'll,
banned, but
we'll
I
slice
got
in
you guys.
everybody.
I got you.
That'd be clutch. But seriously, we'll see you tomorrow night. Ventures versus X Rising Esports. I'm Rylionn, Noble here, Wookie in the
Good
background.
evening.
You all have a great night, y'all. Peace.